On Twitter today, and I saw this with Data Racer, who posted this about the Halo finale. Paramount Paramount made Master Chief commit suicide so Cortana could take control of his body to save a Forerunner MacGuffin. They literally killed Master Chief and turned him into zombie skin suit Cortana in this dumb show. I just finished watching this because I had to see this for myself. And my God, I want to start off. I want to start off by apologizing to Rising Lee and George Peter Gatsis for trying to make you watch this shit and do streams of this. I was right to stop watching after 3 or 4 because this is just god awful. I can't, I can't believe they did this. So, in this episode, that blessed one, the chick with the side boob, attacked their base or blew it up or something. That something happened. They had some big attack there. So I didn't see the other ones. Like I said, I haven't watched this in a while, but I wanted to see this finale because of this. So she takes the MacGuffin thing and tries to get to take off with it, and she makes her way out of there and takes it back to where the aliens are. And then Master Chief goes back to their navigation center or something, or what's left of their base, and he's trying to figure out where the alien planet is. And then Cortana just magically explains to him where it is, and I mean, this is what we're dealing with. This is like a 12-year-old wrote this. This is how fucking bad this shit is, man. So they find out where it is because Cortana just knows where it is the whole time, and oh, it's got to be over here because it's an empty star field and all this. And he's like, oh yeah, she told me it was somewhere in this system, and she's like, well, here it is. So they go to the planet, and it's like 5 or 6 of them, and they're taking on just billions and billions of aliens that just keep coming nonstop, man. I mean, they're just getting zerged. Just tons and tons of these aliens coming. And then the higher up soldiers come. And then some big troll guy with a gigantic axe that looks like he's out of Warcraft shows up. Starts fighting. And a lot of the Spartans get knocked out. And one of them almost dies. And then Master Chief almost gets his head crushed, but then smashed and thrown through a wall by this troll with this huge club. And he gets up, and he sees like a billion of them zerging at him, and Cortana's like, we're not going to win this. What are you doing? And all this. And he's like, oh, but you can win it for me, and all this. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he goes out to them and suicides himself. He just suicides himself. Like, he gets hit by a billion of these aliens, and they just explode him pretty much. He just falls down and dies. And then, as you can see here, Cortana goes into his body somehow and becomes Master Chief. And then she's suddenly Rambo. Now keep in mind, Master Chief couldn't do this, but Cortana in his body could. And she becomes Master Chief, and she takes on a billion zombies, and she's just slaughtering them left and right. Master Chief couldn't do this, though, but she can in the same body. So I don't know why she didn't do this next part. So she calls the ship down and has the ship dropping bombs and shooting all the aliens to hell. And I'm like, why didn't you have the alien? Why didn't you have the ship blow up the aliens when Master Chief was alive? Why did you only do that after he died? You bring the ship down after he dies and have it bombing them and blowing them up. So they steal the well. I don't. There's so much bullshit on here. I don't really know where to begin with and end with this because there's just so she goes and takes it. Her Master Chief goes and takes their MacGuffin thing and throws it in the ship, and the other ones are barely making it in there, and they take the thing back to the homeworld, and the whole time, I think they're called the Prophets, but I'm not sure. There were these Overlord aliens, these ones that sat in these three chairs. Here, let me scroll down here. I'll show you. These guys. This thing right here. Yeah, see, there's when she has the guns, and they're like, "What's going on here?" So these guys, when the battle begins, they fly their chair up into the sky, and they're just watching everything. And then after everybody dies, and Cortana goes into Master Chief and takes the MacGuffin thing, they lower their chair, and they don't even. The Master Chief they could have killed these aliens. All they had to do was look up. It didn't even occur to them. It's just. Oh, and then the Blessed One, that traitor bitch, she tries to turn on the aliens because she heard them earlier saying, "Oh yeah, we don't give a fuck about the humans. We're gonna kill them all and all this." And I don't know why she got upset because the whole time she was killing humans and doing this anyways. So why would she be upset about that? She was on that one episode. She killed a whole ship full of people, and then she blew up the Covenant base or whatever. It's just stupid, man. Just bad writing. So she feels bad, and she touches the MacGuffin thing, and it does this big AOE, and it takes out a lot of the aliens. They fly off this cliff or something, and then 10 minutes later, they all run back. So the point of her doing that was nothing because he died anyways. And then she is in some VR world or heaven or what, I don't know, but Master Chief is in there with her. So I'm guessing it's like they're in heaven in there or something. I don't know. It's just god awful. And then they take the ship back, and the other Spartan chick, the one that's I don't know how to put it. She's autistic at best. Like, I don't know how to put it. She's just the one that got scared to fight, so she took her emotion chip out and she cried and said, "We need to talk to the aliens. Don't kill him." Well, that chick, she goes up to Master Chief and him, and she's trying to talk to him, and then she realizes it's not him because he died, and she's like, "Talk to me. What's going on?" And then Master Chief just looks at her and looks back, and that's the end of the show. Just god awful, man. Just fucking god awful. Here's that big troll guy I was telling you. I just don't understand why they didn't just do. I mean, the writers didn't obviously play the game and stuff, but I don't know what else to say here. But this was just. I'm glad I avoided all those other episodes coming up to this because I pretty much abandoned this show. I think it was after episode 3 or 4 when I told Risey and George, and it was on a live stream. I said, we can't do this anymore. It's just god awful, and I'm not going to make anybody. I cannot recommend that you watch this. By the way, it is that fucking bad. I mean, how do you have a show that looks this great, but is so shitty with the acting and the writing on top of it? They have the effects and everything, but the acting and the writing is just, oh my god, it's absolute shit. Anyways, apologies to Judge Peter Gatsis and Rising Lee for trying to stream this shit to watch. Don't watch this crap. Avoid it at all costs, man. Thanks for watching. Bye.